Okay.
Oh, we're going again?
Yeah. Okay.
Hi guys, we're in Philadelphia.
We didn't really go exploring, but we thought about it. The
Right.
Liberty Bell. We could have gone, so we did.
We are closer to Liberty Bell than we were before.
We're closer than you, probably.
Do what we want. And the first flight went super well.
Right. It went very well. Somebody thought we were 24.
Right, they were like, my daughter does modeling. She's your age. And I was like, no pressure. Also, how old's your daughter? And he's like, 24. Is that about right? And we're like, about is a very relative term. Like, yeah.
Then like before getting on like the flight that we're like our next flight.
Right, and like what school we go to, and like where do we live, and like.
I was like, this is so creeperish. Please stop.
Right, but I'm like, he's probably nice.
Oh, I was like, he's probably not a good person. Okay.
Right, and I'm like, well, I'm in the middle seat. I guess I'm talking to him.
And so then the second flight was not as smooth.
It was a red-eye flight, and there were so many babies. All the babies. Like, I
They were
love
trying to
babies.
compete for the loudest.
But they were, like, I'm pretty sure they were having a competition or an argument. Right behind us, there's this mom, and with like wee little baby.
And then toddler boy.
Was there one or two?
There was wee little baby and there was toddler boy.
Okay.
Toddler boy kicked my seat.
I'm so sorry.
Screamed. And they let their lights on all night long. And like the mom was the worst.
She was like, have you ever been on an airplane before? And like, I think she like had some sort of like action figure and was talking to her son.
I was like, we're gonna be under the sky soon. And it was like, that's so cute. Wow, what a good mother. Like if everyone else on this plane was trying
Like
to
Ash was like, this would be so much cuter if it was like during the daytime.
Right.
And she like, turned on her lights, like dark
all
cabin
the lights.
and then like
behind us was like
and spotlight. And
glowing.
Ash and I, we were just dying laughing. And I thought about like turning around and just like letting her know like that like when we first got on, the kids were like screaming, and I was like, if I was her, I'd be so like frustrated right now. And so like I thought about frustrated.
I am not, but I like it a lot.
I have a friend who does that. And so I thought about turning around and like letting her know like it's okay, like
It's all good. I felt so bad for her, and then I was like, I don't feel bad for her anymore.
But then she was way more obnoxious than the kids.
So
and
much
I was
more.
like,
and then she was like, if you be quiet, I'll give you some candy. I was like,
well, that was right after she was like,
what?
Be quiet or I'll punch you in the face.
And then she's like, be quiet and I'll give you some candy. I was like, that is not what that child means.
Right, like, but then after it was like out, or like just a lot quieter.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of candy she was like giving the kids, but I was like, thank you.
I was thinking like NyQuil in candy form was like what I was picturing.
Right.
I don't know.
It was weird.
And then like that's Anne woke up to like it was all silence for like 3 hours, and all of a sudden like the baby like shrieks at the top of his lungs, and Anne like goes and wakes up.
Oh,
It was so funny. Did you know that you did that?
I remember something scaring me.
It was the baby
and then you were
screaming.
like, and I was like, oh, Ash is here, and I fell back asleep.
Oh, good. And then there was a lightning storm in the middle of the night. That was like the best part of the flight. I really enjoyed it. There was a lightning storm all around the plane. I was like looking out of the window, and it was like purple and yellow and blue lightning. And then like, oh, this is fun. I've never seen so much lightning while flying before. I wonder if this is like safe. I was like, it probably is. And then like the emergency exit light came on. I was like, maybe not. And Anne was asleep on my lap, and I was like, do I wake her up?
I was on your
Do I
lap?
let her sleep? Yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude.
I was like, do I let her sleep? Do I let her like enjoy like possibly our last moments in utter peace? So I won't.
Or do I leave her in utter peace and just let her like have like a smooth transition?
That was what I went with.
Right, you know, I
Don't like
appreciate
stress
that.
her unduly.
Right, like just.
Okay, and then we got to the Philadelphia airport.
Oh, dude, no, I need to talk about the gum.
Oh.
I was chewing gum, and then like I wasn't anymore. I didn't really think about it because I fell asleep, and so I was just kind of like, "Good morning," and I was gonna stand up.
Philadelphia International Airport. Remember to visit the airport's children's play areas.
Okay.
They have a children's play area. I can go.
And in
Yes,
Terminal
there's also a
A,
Chick-fil-A.
Gate
There's a
and 1.
Chick-fil-A.
Have a
Don't
great
tell my
time
psychology
and a great
teacher.
trip.
Anyway, yeah, then I tried to I was move my feet around, and it was sticky, and there's gum in my shoe.
It was like, foot two shoes.
Okay, no, and I was doing this, and we're pulling it, and then Ash is grabbing the strings, and so it's all over my hand.
I do not even know how she did it because I was watching her. Every
how do
time she moved, I was looking over.
While I'm sitting on her lap.
I don't even know. And the funny thing was she woke up in the middle of the night, and I thought she'd actually woken up because she stood up stock still, and there was a guy put him on video. Sorry. So she woke up and she was stock still, and I was and her eyes were so, she started intensely chewing her gum really fast, and then she just dropped back to sleep. About that. It was so funny.
So good.
And then we got to this airport, and they were we had to recheck our bags because it wouldn't go all the way to Venice. It had to stop in Philadelphia, and we had to recheck it. So we get there, and they're oh yeah, it was 6 in the morning. You can't recheck it until 10. We're okay. So we slept and slept in the lobby. We
There's these
camped out
that
and,
have, what are these called? Armrests.
Armrests on the
And so I
chairs.
shimmied my body under it, and I was I am stuck, but I am still.
She was laying across a table and two chairs, and she slept that for 3 or no, 4 hours because it was
4 hours,
and so then I'm and let's go to the check desk, and then we got up. Then they were oh, you can't check in until 12. I was say what? They said we could check in at 10, and so then they let us.
They said we could check in at 10. Will you please let us in?
Okay, that was a little bit more. It was my inward reaction was they said 10 o'clock.
And then he's
shoot.
I'll ask. I'm thank you.
And so we got to check in at 10, and then we came in and we found coffee. This is my second full-strength coffee I've ever had.
I don't count so that I don't feel bad.
And I'm so happy, and I haven't slept in
A long time. A lot of time.
I do not know.
Well, today, you didn't sleep yesterday, last night, and there was a day before that.
I did not sleep much that either.
Yeah,
I'm going on a couple hours of sleep.
over the last
3 days.
3 days.
And then we've got a whole flight, 9-hour flight that's coming up.
And by coming up, we mean in 12 hours.
Well, not 12 hours anymore. It's 6 or 7 hours.
It's at 10:45.
We're leaving at 6:45.
No, we're leaving at 10:45. We have so much time. Dude, we can go explore Philadelphia at night. That'd be so pretty.
That would be so pretty, and so I don't want to do that.
So much
Eventually we
fun.
should figure out for sure when our flight takes off.
I have a boarding pass.
I can top you. I've got the itinerary.
Oh, you're right, Ash. It's 6:45.
Yay! And then the sweet potato chips that Anne brought, because I adore them. We have some sweet potato chips left over, beef jerky, and that is beautiful. And then there's Chick-fil-A, and I'm honestly just so excited for Chick-fil-A. I haven't found it yet, but I know it's here, and if it is
Yeah,
here,
we
I'll
have
find it. I know it's
Also,
here.
we have this nice place, all to ourselves, except for that one that canyon.
It is essentially
Oh, show them our breakfast.
oh, this is our breakfast. There's Anne's. It is this lovely little, I don't know what you call it, but you keep calling it a thing.
Parfait?
A parfait. And then I've got a fruit cup and the coffee, and I think that's,
Oh, and there's that carpet and bathrooms right over there.
we're set, we could live here. Especially as there's a
Except
Chick-fil-A here.
this and a parfait costs $9.
Right, that was kind of weird. I was
Well, because I think the fruit cups and the parfaits cost $5.
uh-huh.
Because you got plain coffee in a fruit cup and it costs you $7.35.
I know, it's a plain coffee, with ice in it.
Right, there's no shortage of either. It's okay.
It's okay, I put a lot of cream and a lot of sugar in it.
That's good. I got that pre-done. It's guava java. It's focused on my face, not on this.
Can we hold it closer? They sell guava juice like in little cups.
There you go. But the guava is not in my jar. Oh, now refocus. Here we are.
Oh, there I am by end. I feel like there's another like funny story I'm forgetting. I'm sure we'll have more.
Yeah. We could interview people.
We could interview security guards. Okay, I just really failed at putting this in my mouth, but I tried.
You can do it, Ash. 1, 2, go. Nice work. So I'm like a pro sleeper. You're not. But you're like a pro like awaker.
I'm a pro awaker.
Like I was like, I almost left my suitcase on the plane.
I was like, don't do
I like
that.
pulled out the wrong like boarding pass like 3 or
Like,
4
dropped your
times.
wallet.
I dropped my wallet.
Like,
I
don't do that.
went the wrong way. I hope my parents aren't watching this.
I will take care of her.
Yes, and I will take care of her when I'm awake.
And not during a lightning storm.
Right, not during a lightning storm. So sorry.
So wish us luck and wish us no crying babies.
I didn't know crying, like,
Wish us no tears.
especially not for the babies.
I cannot handle another.
No, I was laughing.
It was funny. It was funny for the first half hour. It hit like 45 minutes. I was like, it's not funny anymore. Make it stop.
Oh, I fell asleep after it was not funny.
Oh, I was like,
I'm not amused anymore. I guess I'll crash.
I was so irritated. I was like, judging her parenting skills, and I was so judgmental. I was being so judgmental.
No, the kid was screaming and she was laughing until I get to stop and then laughing again. I'm like,
And then like, hey, I'll give you some candy. How about some apple juice?
let's give it a hype on sugar and then laugh and tell it to stop. I'm like, it's getting mixed messages here, dude. Like, also, it has like 3 flight attendants waiting on it.
This is true. I was like,
And
this
then
is the light. If I start to scream, will they do that for me, or will it be like a locker
I
up?
think they'll like open like the slide. I really want to go on the slide sometime.
Me too. Let's do it.
Yeah. We can fly to Venice, turn into a water slide. Like we just have to like go down like this, like how they teach you at like
Right.
Wild Waves.
Okay, so guys, we may not actually make it to Venice. We might just still go down the emergency slide instead. It'd be so much fun.
I'm so good at like water and swim, so I'll be fine.
We're not doing that. I'm just kidding. As much fun as that sounds.
Are you kidding?
We are not doing that.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
that is totally okay. Did you hear about the guy a couple years ago who like got fired from his airplane? I don't know how it works. And he like grabbed like a beer and like opened the emergency like chute and just like jumped off the plane and like while it was landed on the ground and just like slid off and like went home. Like it's such a good way to go out.
Right, by went home, do you mean like up there?
No, like went to his home, like his house.
Like, how do you jump off a plane as it's landing and survive that?
Okay, no. Like
That's what I heard.
we are in like the airplane parking lot and
Okay.
like open the chute and like slide off the airplane onto the pavement. Like
I understand now.
Yeah,
With a beer.
that's not for us either.
That is not for us.
Like a 0%.
Like maybe with a coffee, not a beer. Because
Right.
that would not be like legal.
In Europe it is.
In
me,
Europe it is.
not for you.
No, it is. There's no in Italy it's legal for me. And it's not in like it's like 18 for most other countries, but for Italy there's no age
Okay.
limit.
I won't let her. No worries.
I don't want to.
And she won't let me.
I won't.
And I don't want to. So we're fine. It's a bummer though because like wine is so much cheaper than water there.
It's such a bummer.
Like I just want water.
Like no. How much is it for a Coca-Cola? Okay, like €6, which is like $8. And it's like the little cans, like little cans that like weren't.
Can we
what is
like
that for?
put out like a cup in the rain and like drink it?
Yeah. Okay. Well.
That's 14 minutes, so we'll probably have to like maybe edit this
Cut some
down.
of it. Oh look, another cameo. He's unaware that it's okay. The other one was like ultra aware. It was on like, okay.
I was unaware of him being there.
Well,
Okay.
if I don't actually sleep on this flight, then
The next one will be very good.
then the
We'll probably
next
take another
video-
vlog later because we have like 7 hours.
like when we arrive, be like, hey, guess what? We're here, and good news, and no one's dead, and hey, we didn't jump out of the airplane. Although that sounds like so much fun, and hopefully go through another lightning storm.
Yes.
I love those. Oh my gosh, my foot is asleep.
I am so sorry. Would you like to try my gummy shoe on?
Oh,
I got some Birkenstocks.
I got
Internal temperature too high. Allow it to cool.